Okay, great. All right, we're going to get started. I want you to start by sitting up nice and straight. Allow yourself to just breathe in and out. Start to tap into the body, noticing how the body feels. Notice where your attention goes. Notice any part of the body that is just maybe a little more dominant than others. We can start off by doing a body scan. To do this, we're going to come and bring our attention and our awareness down to our feet. Take a few breaths as we cultivate that sense of our awareness at the feet. Rub the toes into the ground. And then relax them. And as you're here, you want to just start by noticing the tips of the toes, noticing the toenails, the sole of the foot, and the heel. This is where your body scan is going to start. Notice the surface of the skin and try to follow the skin up through the body, anchoring in the present moment through the breath as you notice detail by detail, scanning the body up from the feet, through the chest, the head, and so forth. I'm going to ring the singing bowl while you do this. Just keep the singing bowl in your mind's eye as you hear it and continue to stay focused on your body scan, directing yourself as you come up through the body. Continue to move up the body. Once you get to the top of the body, go on the opposite side. If you maybe focus more on the back, maybe go to the front of the body. And if you focus maybe more on the front of the body, go to the back of the body. See if there's anything that you missed in this scan. Remember, you're just simply scanning the body and dropping in. You are paying attention to things that might be dominant, but you're continuing to the body scan. You're continuing to move throughout the body. Take your time with this. Think about, just like we did when we started, think about the details of what you're feeling, noticing sensations like skin, noticing temperature, the width of muscles, the hardness of bones. Notice these things that are deep down in the details. And when you're done, we'll meet back at the feet. Take about another 10 breath cycles to continue on to the feet. Now we're down at the feet again. I just want you to go to a place within your body that you just scanned and bring your full attention to this place that sticks out for you. In fact, maybe focus on something that is maybe there that should not be there. Maybe a sensation that you noticed through the body scan, but you felt like it was out of place. And I want you to just start to bring your full sense to this. If you like, you can take a hand and maybe place your hand on it. For demonstration purposes, I'm just placing my hand on my chest. Start to describe it internally. What does it say? What does it look like? How does it sound? And what are your feelings about this? It's probably something that's not in a liking sense of the mind, maybe more in the uncomfortable sense that it exists. What kind of feelings does it invoke in you? And start to just bring in this idea of an ocean, bringing this ocean into your awareness, noticing how the ocean and the waves rush across the shore. Maybe they're calm. And allow this ocean to just wash over that sensation that is uncomfortable for you or that you feel like is out of place. What does the ocean sound like? Bring more of your attention to the ocean that you're cultivating in your awareness and senses. What does it look like? And there's no right or wrong way for an ocean to be. So maybe allow the day just as you're feeling to wash over you. Maybe it's a sunny day. Maybe it's not so sunny. Maybe it's a cloudy day or a stormy day. Whatever it is that comes from this place of this out of place sensation in your body or feeling, allow that ocean, just as it is, that first comes to mind, to just continue to be present with that sensation, finding harmony and peace as you allow the waves to wash over it. Imagine these waves just washing over it to and fro. Notice the size of your waves. Notice the feeling that the waves provide you. Maybe it's a sense of relief. Maybe it's a sense of shame, or is a sense of guilt? Maybe it's something else. Could be a sense of tension. When we don't like something, that has a way of not bringing out the best in us. Could be messy. Your waves can be messy. If you want them to be messy, allow them to be messy. And see if you can just be okay with this instead of feeling the need to adjust. See if you can be okay with the waves as they are, not needing to fix it, not needing to fix this feeling inside of you. And take a few breaths here. Bring your full awareness and attention to your breath as you breathe in and out around the space in your body or in your emotions. Just keep breathing moment by moment. And as you breathe, imagine that each breath pulls a body of water towards the shore. And on the exhale, that the body of water rushes back into the depth of the ocean. So there's pull and push effect. And we're gonna do a few collective breaths together. On your next exhale, exhale all the air out of your lungs. We're going to breathe in so much that the waves come all the way up the shore. Inhale. See if you can get your waves to come all the way up to the street even. And then exhale, allow them to soak all the way back, back behind the sand. Inhale, let's breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. The waves are coming up the shore. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The waves rush back, away from the city, away from the shore, back into their depth. Inhale, they're rushing back ashore. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Notice that pause, and then make your decision to exhale that breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. And just notice how the imagination of the waves can feel very harmonized with the breath. Notice if there's anything that you feel you want to add to each breath. Continue to just be present. Bring the softness around that uncomfortable feeling. And on the inhale, your attention comes to this feeling or sensation. And then on the exhale, it washes away the worry, the other sensations, and the other feelings that could be present here. And they're not limited to the few words that I provided. There's over 3,000 different types of feelings that we can identify with, probably even more than that. Sometimes these don't even have words, just as why we just cultivate our sense of awareness around this feeling. Allow the breath to keep rising and falling as the ocean waves rise and fall. Remember, this is about you. This is a private space for you to be honest with yourself about these feelings and really just notice what it's like to sit with something that makes you feel uncomfortable or something that's out of place. And see that you're still here breathing. Notice how it hasn't stopped you from still living right in this moment. And sometimes things grab our attention and they seem bigger than they are. See if you can be bigger than this right now by just using your breath to soften intentionally around that sensation. Thinking of it as the waves of the ocean crashing ashore and going back into the depth through each one of your breaths. See if you can allow this to just be what it is. And use your hands. Use your hand if it's in your practice to offer a sense of compassion. There's amazing power in our touch. See if you can feel that power in your skin of your hands. Notice the temperature and the depth of the hand, and just notice anything else about that as you, when you lay your hand on the heart, you can feel some kind of compassion. Try to think about where you lay your hand, having that same compassion, even if you're not laying it on your heart. We tend to associate the heart with compassion and love. So we can bring into our awareness this sense, this feeling. And can we have love for ourselves despite this uncomfortable feeling? And we still love ourselves despite our body may not be working as we'd like it to work. Mm. Use this as an opportunity to keep breathing moment by moment, intentionally on your pause between that in and out breath, being compassionate rather than reacting to this sensation. Take that moment of action to take back your power and using your breath as an anchor and guide. Now we're going to continue to breathe until the end of this class, just in that space of compassion, our awareness of something that maybe shouldn't be there, allowing that it's a power to diminish a little bit as we realize more of our own power in our breath and our intent and our action. Now, it may or may not go completely away. See if you can just, by the end of this practice, be accepting. Just be accepting that it might be there and try to find peace to continue finding some kind of restoration from its impact. Moment by moment. Now I want you to just shift your attention to something pleasurable. And you can keep your hand here on that uncomfortability or that thing that you seen that shouldn't be there or the thing that you dislike. But find something that's of pleasure inside your body or emotion or in a memory. And you can just bring this into the existence so that it coexists. And if you can't find anything, I invite you to just smile. Even if it's not a true smile, the act itself has a way of invoking certain emotions inside of us. Maybe there's one thing that you can be grateful for that you can bring into your mind's eye. And just breathe into the space, bringing both the pleasant and the unpleasant into your awareness. And see if that helps that feeling to diminish even more. Maybe it doesn't go away, but you notice that you have more power to shift your attention, or maybe it's not as bad as you felt. Maybe it's just annoying. Whatever it may be and whatever you feel, just know that it's valid. Allow the last bit of waves in the ocean to rush ashore, embracing both the good and whatever that feeling is of the uncomfortable. Experiencing both the pleasure and the unpleasurable. Notice how the ocean just washes at them both, washes waves to shore and away through each breath. I want to ring the singing bowl. You're welcome to continue with this practice as long as you like. If you like to continue with the practice, you can turn off this recording. Otherwise, we can conclude together. You can allow some light to come into your eyes if your eyes are closed. Congratulate yourself on a job well done. Know if at any moment you need to come back to this practice, you can just focus on the breath, and on that pause, set an intention to be in an action state where you make a clear decision that works in line with your body and your best interest, or your thoughts and your best interest. And just breathe. Thank you for joining me today. Have a beautiful day and namaste.